Yeah, you know it's true.
Sadly, I do.
Yeah, I do got some pretty good moves.
Hey, you're a much better dancer than me.
I can't. I sometimes when I'm like really upset, I come home and I recreate the angry dance from Footloose. Just running around.
You flip that collar when you do it?
Yeah, pop the collar. Yeah, pop the collar. And then I'm dancing all over the furniture and everything, and I'm just getting at it. Just straight Kevin Bacon style, It's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the must-see... Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
No. Try it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the #1 must-hear podcast online. That's right. It's your two favorite facially blessed individuals, the two bearded preachers aiming to misbehave on this wonderful, wonderful evening. So glad you all could join us.
Yes, it's lovely to have you listening to us this evening. Or morning, whatever the case may be for you.
The great thing about podcasts is that you can listen to people, you can listen to us wherever you are. You can listen to us in your home. You can listen to us while you're at work. You can listen to us. I would suggest not listen to us at work.
No. Depends on the job.
Yeah, it depends on the job.
I listened to every single podcast that I had on my phone today. Every single one.
You did?
Yeah.
I got to catch up.
I had a whole bunch on there, but I had like I told you before, Justin, I had a funeral today that I was going to, and it was a ways off, so I listened to everything at 2 times speed, and I went through all of them, and I even got to listen to a couple of lectures by Cornelius Van Til, which is hard to follow at 2 times speed, but
riveting stuff.
Oh yes, I know what the people want. They want to hear about me listening to iTunes U. They want to hear my play-by-play on it, but just hold up. I'm going to do that as a side project.
Cool your jets, everybody. Cool your jets,
Calm
okay?
it on down. I know you want it. We're just going to work on it on the side.
You guys are so demanding. How dare you? How dare you be so demanding of us?
I know, right? I mean, come on. Don't you know that we're busy guys?
We are busy.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons is this podcast keeps us very, very busy.
Oh, yes. Very busy.
But you know what, Martin? Tonight, we are recording episodes. We're recording 2 episodes. We're recording 48 and 49.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Which means we are closing in on number 52.
That's right. We're getting close to a year's worth of stuff.
1 year. Like, for all, let's say it, Martin. For all the haters out there that said we were never going to last.
You mean Faye and Leia?
Yeah. For all the haters out there.
That's the haters.
Seems like we had a couple haters. Well, you know what? We're going to make it. Listen, we're going to make it even if we have to republish one of our old episodes.
Yeah.
As number 52.
No problem.
Then I got the best of. We're just going to.
No, that's going to take a lot of editing and listening to it and cutting it up. I don't know.
I'd rather just. Okay. So
it's less work
so we won't
to
do that.
record a new one.
Yeah, that's true. It is true.
As long
as you don't go on one of your cussing sprees, then we're fine.
You never know when that's going to happen. You just never know.
You do never know. You never do. Okay. And just so everybody's wondering, Martin is showing a very, very naughty symbol or hand signal to me in that. And
that's right.
The reason he's doing that
very naughty.
Is because of a talk I had to have this last week.
Oh, no. You had to talk the sex talk with Toby this time?
No. We're going to hold on.
Hold off on that one?
We're going to hold, he's 6. Yeah. It's bad enough you got to have the sex talk with your 8-year-old, okay? So last week I had to have the sex talk with the 8-year-old. And
it went great. The way you
it did go great, but I did, really like positive, I said,
so.
It did turn out really good. But like I said, even in my height of just doing really top-notch dad, like, dadding, like you say, dadding.
Dad.
I still mess up. I messed up, and he taught him a word that he didn't know, and I was like, oh, great. And so, like,
it's still funny.
It is funny, but I was like, oh.
And you gave him the proper spelling, too. That's wonderful.
I did give him the proper spelling, because, how important spelling things correctly is to me.
That's right. Now, you write the word down 5 times. Make sure you got it.
Yeah. So, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Faye goes, Justin, we had to have a talk with Jonas. I was like, what the crap did he learn now? I was like, I'm like, I was pretty open with him. And if he has new questions, then I don't know if I can explain anything further. Because, there's like a level, when they're at a certain level, like, you're like, okay, we'll explain to a certain level, but we're not going to go into certain details. We're just going to, cover the basics.
Right. How much is he going to mature in a week?
Exactly. I mean, maybe.
He doesn't need level 2 already. He
does not need level 2. He definitely doesn't need level 2.
He doesn't even need a refresher just yet.
No, it was barely a week ago. So.
I'm sure that he's still scarred in his mind. So.
Yeah, he's like, ugh.
That wound's still fresh.
Yeah. So like, you could wonder what I had to have another talk with him about. But apparently, ready for this? He had learned in school a certain little hand gesture that he then proceeded to teach his little brother.
Oh, what hand gesture was that, Justin?
It is this one, Martin.
Oh, you mean the 1-finger salute?
The 1-finger salute.
The bird?
You're number 1.
The finger?
You're number 1 in my book, Martin. The
Thanks.
finger.
I appreciate it.
My son learned how to show the middle finger at school.
Are you sure he learned it at school? You sure he didn't pick it up at like youth group or church or your house?
No, he didn't pick. He's not in youth group yet.
Children's
He's 8,
ministry.
Dude. I am wondering if Jen King is teaching them this, and so I might have to have a talk with her about this. So,
you guys got weird curriculum down there, man. It's just
we
weird.
do. We do got some weird curriculum. It's not the same thing, It's 2 different worlds, from Georgia to Florida.
You didn't order that from group. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Throw your middle finger up. We ordered that from group. That's what we did. That's the middle finger curriculum.
Yeah.
So
you're trying to bring it all in. Bring everybody, communicate in the language they're speaking, and they're all
it's a postmodern thing. It's a postmodern thing.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm tracking. So, he learned it from school.
Sure.
Did not learn it from church.
Right.
So anyways, we sit down at a table, and Faye starts off this time, which I was really pretty. I'm like, all right, give me some, give me some time to, catch up here, because I'm like just finishing my dinner. I'm like kind of still eating my dinner. He's sitting there, and Toby's in the other room. Faye goes, listen, the middle finger is not something that you should be using, and it's not something you should be teaching your little brother to do. That's how she starts it off, okay? And I'm like, and I'm being supportive, husband. I'm like, yeah, well, you're not supposed to do that and everything. And then Jonas is like, he looks at us, he's like, why? Like, that's what he said. He's like, why?
It's a fair question.
Fair question. And I go, oh. And so then I chime in. I'm like, oh, you want to know? And I go, do you want to know what the middle finger means? And I say that, and Faye goes, no, don't do it. Don't do it. She's like, don't do it, Justin. Don't do it.
There is a tie-in to your conversation last week. I mean, there's a tie-in. It is. And I said, remember the talk we had last week? He goes, yeah. I said, it is basically, is part of that, but it is saying it is using the most vulgar word in our language. It's saying the most vulgar word that is connected with the talk we had last week about doing things the wrong way, but it uses the most vulgar word in the English language. All right, and it's telling somebody to go do that to themselves. That's what I said. And he's like, that's about right.
It's pretty accurate. And he goes, and he says, what word is it? And I go, that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I'm not going to spell this one out for you. I made sure I didn't spell that one out because he was just going to. Dude, he would have said it. Yeah, he would have said it. He would have said it right out, And I was like, and then like you could see Faye. She's like panicky. She's like, don't do it. No,
Justin's going to teach him curse words. He just learned how to give the finger, and now he's going to learn how to drop the F-bomb. Oh no!
He learned another part for the female anatomy. Now this, and oh gosh, this is just. This is the worst week ever.
Well, just knock out all 7 words. You know, the 7 words you can't say on the radio or whatever. Just knock them all out. Just sit them down and say, you can't say the following word. Meow, 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 meow. You know? And and then give him a spelling test.
Yeah. How do you spell all those? Honestly, he probably would know all of them, which is really nerdy of him, but that's what I love about him.
That he's so fluent in profanity?
No, he's a great speller.
Oh, okay.
He's a great, yeah. So, and he's a great reader too. So, but listen, man, I say all this, and like I say, like, it's like it's the worst curse word you could say to somebody. Mm-hmm. And he looks at me and goes, oh, like it's the same look he gave me when I told him about the whole sex thing. I go, it's a gift from God. He goes, oh, and I go, it's the worst thing you could say to somebody. And he goes, really? I'm like, yeah, man, it's like, it's not good. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. And he goes, oh, okay. It's just like a click thing like that, you know, it's just.
Yeah. The kids, you tell them something like, okay, you don't give people the middle finger because it's very rude and not very nice. And then all of a sudden, what does the kid say? The kid says, okay. And then that's the standard they go by just that fast. Wouldn't it be nice if you could do that with adults too?
It would be great. Like, hey, everybody, when you do this, you're sinning. Oh, really? Okay, we're going to go ahead and stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm going to stop that now.
Yeah, okay, well, we won't do that anymore.
Just going to go ahead and straighten up.
Well, I guess I'll be good now. You know, it would be great. Like, like,
thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Now I'm not in the dark.
I did not know that.
But no, adults don't do that, do they? You tell them something's wrong or inappropriate or whatever, and they're all like, man, whatever, I can do what I want.
You can't tell me what to do. It's my life.
Yes.
It's my life. It's now or never.
Thanks, Bon Jovi.
I mean, I'm not going to live forever.
Why are you picking like the worst Bon Jovi song? Why?
It's not that bad.
It's not that good. There's no Runaway.
Well, of course there's no Runaway, but even Runaway, you know, back in the day, Runaway wasn't a good song.
Runaway.
People just like Runaway nowadays.
Ooh, she's a little runaway. Yeah, so good.
The keyboard.
That's right.
That's like, I play air keyboards on that one. I'm like,
it looks like Justin's having some sort of seizure he does air keyboard.
I might have had one.
You might have had the keyboard. His preacher comb over flops all around. It's wonderful.
Look,
it's a total delay. Is it shorter or something?
Yeah, man, I cut like 2 inches off of it yesterday. So
very serious. Very serious. So that the peer pressure got to you is what you're telling me.
No. Still doing a comb over.
It just got into your eyes, and that was annoying.
Yeah, well, it was like flopping down on the side here like this.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah. All right, back to our topic of discussion.
So you don't think Jonas is going to be running around giving people the bird anymore?
No. I don't. I hope not.
What about Toby? Is he running around giving people the bird?
Might
a little bit?
Be. Yeah. He is the one that would be doing that. But I like your little connection there with adults. Like, it's like, you're exactly right. Like, you tell a kid, we don't do this because of this. Like, if they're in like they're in the oblivious stage, like they really don't know.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, thanks for letting me know, Dad. Thanks for letting me know, Mom. Yeah. Appreciate it. It's like, it's so like, here's the thing. It's so grown up in a sense. Like, you know, it's weird. Like when I had this talks with Jonas and I tell him, he's just like, oh, well, thanks for letting me know, Dad. You know, it's just kind of like, I'm like, hey, no problem, bud. Yeah, anytime you need to talk, just let me know. You know, he's like, oh, okay, no problem.
Could you imagine what it would have been like if the first time you had to talk with your son, instead of when he's 8, is when he's like 14? Oh, how would that have gone? Like, son, let me tell you all this. Oh, Dad, you're so wrong. You don't know anything. You're just like a big dumb virgin. You don't know anything about all that. It's like, didn't you just say Dad? You just said Dad.
I'm your dad.
Which implies something.
I made you, man. I made you.
But that's exactly how it would go if you were having to talk with a 14-year-old. They'd be like, no, that ain't true. That's nonsense. What you're saying doesn't jive. That's not right.
Wait a second. You mean a man and a woman, they do that?
Wrong.
No, that's not the truth.
That's not how it works.
Okay, whatever, Einstein. Thanks a lot, man.
But you get them a little younger, and they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It does make sense to teach them like some of this stuff while they're younger, because they're so influential and they're so receptive that it makes more sense from like, I'm like thinking of other topics that I need to have a talk with them about.
Teach them how to drive.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, this is why we don't smoke, okay? So I'll teach them about drinking and smoking next.
Wait, we don't smoke?
Oh, we forgot.
Oh,
we forgot to tell them about that. My bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, my bad. So, no, I'm not going to do that. So, I'm going to take them as they come. We're gonna fight the battles as they come.
As they come? So, you're not going to take your 8-year-old out and have him smoke a carton of Camels to teach him how bad smoking is. It's like, someday you're going to smoke, and I want you to know that it's bad now, so you're going to smoke all of these cigarettes. The whole
If I was going to have him smoke anything, it'd be a carton of Marlboros or something like that. Like Marlboro Man, the guy that died of throat cancer. Yeah. like, hey, and then I'd be telling him, like, just so you know, here, you're smoking these cigarettes right now. This kills people.
Yeah.
Literally kills people. Oh, thanks, Dad. So, no, I'm not going to do that.
Why are you giving this to me?
Why are you giving it to me? Because, like, at this age, they would be like, that makes sense, Dad. Yeah. Totally makes sense. I shouldn't do this. And so, like, that's all I have to say. Hey, the reason why we don't smoke cigarettes is because it's bad for us and it can kill us.
But it makes you feel really good.
Well, yeah, but in the long run, it'll kill you. And then he'll go like this. He'll go, really? Well, thanks for letting me know, Father.
I'm
not a problem, son. Yeah. Or and then like I said, listen, the reason why you don't drink the reason why you don't drink alcohol now is because you're too young and it's illegal. Like, you can get in big trouble for that. And he'll go,
stunt your growth.
Really? I said, yeah, really. Well, thanks for letting me know, Father. But you get him as a teenager and they're like, you just don't want me to have any fun, Dad. You don't know. You don't know what life is like. You were never a teenager. And you... I'm going to...
It's so funny. You don't know the struggles that I go through? Really? What kind of struggles do you have as a 15-year-old kid?
Like, I really want to go out with Susie, but I don't know if she likes me and everything like that. And I don't know if I'm going to get into, if I'm going to get a good grade in geometry. I'm like, man, geometry sucks, and you ain't ever going to use it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. And if you want to know if the girl likes you, walk up to her and say, hey, girl, why don't you tell me about your day?
Throw down some good game. They're like, hey, girl, how you doing? Hey, I'm Jonas. Let's go talk.
Yeah.
Tell me about. How about this? Tell me about your feelings.
There you go.
Huh? There you go. You just hooked them.
You want to know the secret for all of our younger listeners out here? This is the secret to all game. I mean, I didn't figure this out until later, but this is the secret to all game. Here's what you do. You go up to her. Hey, girl. Tell me about your day. Tell me about your feelings. Whatever. Just to get her to start talking. And then when she starts to say stuff, here's what you do. You listen.
I thought you were going to say something else. Like,
no.
Imagine being someplace else.
No, listen.
Listen.
It's just listen. And I tell you what, man, that's like the most amazing game ever. If you can do it, you can get any girl you want. Any girl will go out with you. They will fall in love with you and all that sort of stuff. You just got to listen. Not everybody can do it, though. I mean, you got to be disciplined.
You do.
Yeah. I mean, how many... I probably shouldn't ask you this. How many people can you listen to, Justin? Probably just Faye, right? Yeah. Nobody else.
Actually, I'm a really good listener, Martin. Just so you know, okay. I have to be. The whole career that I'm in and the job that I have. It's kind of if you're not a good listener, if you're a pastor and you're not a good listener, man, that's a rough time. That's a rough road for you, buddy.
You can do it, though. So, I got confidence in you.
You think?
I don't have any idea at all.
I don't think so.
What happened, like, with old Marky Mark Driscoll, right?
Yeah.
Did really good. Really passionate, not a very good listener.
And
all blew up in his face.
Not a humble man.
Right. But he wasn't able to, and that goes hand in hand, right? If you're proud or arrogant and all that sort of stuff, you don't listen. Mm-hmm. You don't listen. And if you can listen, then you can be far more successful. So, for all of you guys who are having trouble with the ladies, here's the secret. when they're talking, listen.
Yeah.
And
there's
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what else?
Works.
Can I tell you what else?
What?
Like if you make them laugh, that helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Like laughter is like just be yourself. And if you're goofy, if you're like some goofy guy that just is like laughs a lot and be goofy, man. Just be yourself. Yeah, I don't know how we got into this topic, but this is a good one. This is like dating advice from the two bearded preachers.
Right, and I've not dated anyone but Leia, but I've just witnessed things. I've just paid attention, and that's the secret. And if you need to get a girl to stop paying attention to you,
stop listening.
Yeah, don't listen.
Just like
stop listening. and
don't pay me no attention. Be like, just walk away. Yeah,
all of a sudden, that infatuation disappears. Like, what a jerk!
He never listens to me.
That's right.
So yeah,
that's why I only listen to Leia and nobody else.
Yeah, unless you're in a counseling session, then you got to kind of listen to what's going on there.
Well, yeah. But I try to immediately discount it after having this.
You know what I noticed? Like, I noticed that I can only really, like, I do listen to everybody, but if people are telling me about their day, like my wife tells me about their day, I can't do it. Like, I'm just like, I'm zoning out, you know? But like, if I'm having a regular conversation where I'm just talking about life or whatever, I can listen to people and I can hear, and I'm really good at that. But if the intimacy of the feeling, how's your day type talk and everything like that of marriage, I can only do that with my wife. So
you don't want to have just like we call each other up on FaceTime and we just tell each other about our days. You don't want to do that? Not
particularly, but unfortunately, you're basically like my second wife right now because this is basically what we do. We do talk to each other about our days,
right?
On the podcast, it's a diary of our friendship.
That's right,
an online diary of our friendship. Our
and
bromance.
What's really funny is that we also text each other throughout the week. Just
what do you think of this? This is funny.
Stupid things that are going on. So
you wouldn't believe this. So for those of you struggling to get a woman, that's the key.
That's the secret.
A friend of mine once used a metaphor. It was very similar, but he said basically he goes, if you wanna get a girl, you got to learn how to dance. And I was like dance, and he's like, no man, it's like a metaphor for like understanding her needs and like connecting with her, and I was like, just like.
You gotta find a way to interact.
Yeah, interacting with her. Yeah, you gotta learn to dance, So, like, that's kind of like,
take.
Yeah, it's like the relationship you have with each other is a dance, and you're going back and forth and everything. He's like, you gotta learn to dance. And he didn't explain that it was a metaphor until I took like 6 months of dance lessons and things like that. But, whatever.
But hey, man, your cha-cha is very tight. I mean, no one can deny that.
That's absolutely true. My hips do not lie. Drop it like it's hot.
Welcome to intermission. Yeah, intermission.
I have a question for you.
Okie dokie. Back from watching Footloose.
All right, I'm back from watching Footloose now.
Yeah.
So, like, if you see, like, an animal get hit by a car, like, do you...
Laugh. Yes.
Do you get out of the car and, like, help the animal?
No.
You don't? Like, if you hit the animal, do you get out of the car?
I might get out if it's a dog. That's about the only animal I'm getting out for is a dog.
Let's say,
or if I hit something big, then I want to see the damage that my car did. That my car's got.
Or you want to see, not that the car did, but car got.
My car received. If I hit a deer driving through Fort Stewart, I definitely want to get out and check for the damage.
Okay, so let's say you're driving along and you see a duck get hit by a car. Okay, and the duck is like laying on his back, and its duck leg is like just one of his duck legs is up in the air, and it's like twitching. It's like
he's throwing it in the air like he just don't care. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he cared a lot because he was dying.
He was very concerned.
Like, no, but like his little legs up here, like like that, twitching and everything.
With his leg, was he trying to stop other traffic? It was like, no,
I don't
stop.
know.
Somebody help me
I
get
don't
to
know.
a vet.
But like he's like flopping around on the ground, and like we're driving from Taekwondo. It would happen tonight.
Okay.
We're driving home from Taekwondo, and I see there's a duck there, and then there's a car that is stopped in the middle of the road.
Nice.
Stopped in the middle of the road.
Was it the perpetrator?
I don't know. Like Faye thinks it was. I don't know. But this lady is like standing out, and she's looking at this duck, and she's like in tears. Like she's like.
Are you talking about like one of those big, ugly black and white ducks that roam around the neighborhood?
Yeah,
big, ugly things.
Yeah.
Dan, no, I don't care about those.
Dude, man, but listen, this lady is out, and she's like,
hate those things.
She's like crying, but she's like got her hands out, and she's looking around at the people that are driving by.
Yeah,
like we're driving.
What are you doing?
Why?
Don't you see there's a duck here?
Don't you see there's a duck, Dane? And I'm just like. Yeah, but do you realize how dangerous that is for you to be like, and it's raining too, and so it's raining, there's a dead duck in the road, this lady is stopped, and it's that turn.
It's like November rain for ducks, man.
You know that, yeah. In the cold November rain, but it's actually, August still, so it doesn't work.
Never mind.
So, but, yeah, sorry, this doesn't work.
You get the picture.
You get the, Guns N' Roses, Axl is just, bringing it home. It's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. Okay, so you know where that road is? Right behind Walmart.
Yeah,
where we're at, and it comes up to that light. Yeah. That road. You know how busy that road gets? Like around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, dude.
It's ridiculous. So this lady is out there, and she's like, she's like looking around at all these cars just driving by, and she's like in shock that no one's stopping for this stinking duck. And I'm just like, maybe the duck should have looked both ways before he crossed the street. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm not stopping.
Made some bad choices.
This duck made some bad life decisions, in my opinion.
How do you know it wasn't intentional on the duck's part? Maybe the
duck was committing suicide.
Well, maybe he's dying of natural causes. Right? Maybe he went out there and... died and fell over and put his leg up in the air in the throes of death.
That's true. That can happen. But I'm pretty sure he got hit by a car. I'm pretty sure he got hit by a car, though.
Don't you get a fine for hitting them ducks?
The cranes, I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about the ducks. I don't know about the ducks. Which makes even more sense why you keep going. Yeah. Like, just keep going. You hit that duck, you just keep going. But the duck was in the road. It's not like... Have you ever
seen one of them cranes get hit? I've seen one of them cranes get hit like that, and he was still, moving around.
Yeah,
and stuff. And I was like, dude.
But the feathers go everywhere. It's like...
Yeah, I know.
I was like,
mess. You'll be able to find out what car did it. It's the one that looks like a lift now. He's got the mustache on the front.
Yeah. It's the one covered in feathers. It's like a car that's been tarred and feathered. That's what it looks like.
Exactly. So,
but I was shocked because I'm sitting here I'm not okay, I got my kids in the back. I'm not stopping in the middle of a busy freaking intersection for a duck that got hit by a car. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Unless I was hey, that might be good dinner, but I'm not a big duck fan. I'm not. And I'm not a big roadkill fan either.
Do you want to clean it? That's the question you got to ask.
No, I don't want to do any of that.
Roadkill, the inside's just going to be a mess.
Absolutely.
It's just going to be an absolute wreck in there.
Yeah. So it depends on how I got hit. Maybe it just ran over its head. Which this kind of looked like it just ran over its head because this duck, duck. And then I was thinking to myself, if it was a special duck, I'd probably pull over for. Yeah, Donald the duck.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
Donald
Daffy?
Duck.
If it's Daffy.
Daffy too. I'd pull over for Daffy. I pull over for Daffy or Don. Did I say
what
Donald
about Howard
the duck?
Is
it? Oh, definitely Howard.
Yeah,
that duck.
You're gonna pull over
a cool
for Howard
duck.
the duck.
I want to make sure Howard gets taken care of, man.
Well, there's probably going to be a lot of damage to the car if you hit Howard the duck. I mean, he's small when you compare him to humans, but he's big when you compare him to ducks.
Yeah, so if we're saying another car hit Howard the Duck.
Right.
I'm going to pull over. I'm like, we got to help Howard out. Or we got to help Donald out. Or, we got to help Daffy out. Because these guys are important ducks.
Right.
These are like special ducks. But I'm not pulling over for just any duck.
Yeah.
This has got to be a duck that can at least walk and talk.
It's got to be a famous duck.
It's got to be a famous duck.
Famous, then that is.
Yeah, this duck isn't famous.
So essentially, we're talking about 3 possible ducks. I mean, wait, Darkwing Duck would never get hit by a car. Too.
He wouldn't. He's like a ninja. He's a freaking ninja, man.
I mean, he might get dangerous, but the danger is all getting felt by you. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm in danger. Yeah. But Howard, on the other hand, Howard's a little clumsy. Let's just admit it.
Yeah.
He kind of gets himself in trouble and everything like that. So, Howard the Duck, and is there any other special ducks?
Launchpad McQuack. That's one of the ones that's with Darkwing Duck. He's one of the duck-tailed ducks.
I'm just.
He falls under Donald. He falls under.
You know what? You know who I'm pulling over for no matter what?
What?
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, you got to pull over for Scrooge McDuck.
I'm helping Scrooge McDuck out because there might be some money involved.
That's right.
Just cash in. Like, thank you so
money bin.
Thank you for pulling over, young man, and helping an old fella out. Here's some inheritance. $2 billion. I'm like, thank you, Scrooge McDuck. Can I get that all in gold coins and a giant vault so I can swim in? Absolutely.
That's the only way he gives it.
That's the only way. Yeah. Yeah, do you want me to build that underneath your house? I'm like, yeah, sure. That sounds good to me.
You're gonna need a really good sump pump down there, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, you live in Florida.
And I'm really close to the lake too.
Yeah, yeah. So get a good sump pump too, but you'll be all right.
So, anyways, yeah, I'm not pulling her for any regular ducks. It's gonna have to be a special duck.
It's gonna have to be a talking duck or a very rich duck. Because I would pull over for Scrooge McDuck even if he was not talking at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I will say.
Gotta play the odds.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I don't know if I pull over for them.
I wouldn't. They always bother me.
They're kind of brats. They're kind of brats, man. I don't know if I'm pulling over for Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I'm not pulling over for Gizmo Duck either.
Gizmo Duck?
Yeah. It's like a side character from Darkwing Duck. I don't know if you know this or not, but I really like Darkwing Duck.
I'm starting to see that here. So.
That's right. I know all the characters.
Okay,
as long as they're the ones we just mentioned.
That's all. If that's all of them, there might be more. Yeah,
I think there's a girl too. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and like a girl, but I'm not sure who the girl is.
Janet. Janet the duck.
Gosling, maybe Gossel. I don't know. We'll have to go and check it to make sure.
Right. Yeah. So let us know on what ducks are famous ducks that you would pull over for to help them out if they got hit by a car.
Have you ever hit an animal with your car before?
Yes.
What did you hit?
I hit a cat one time.
Oh no! You hit somebody's pet. Or was it a stray?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I don't know. It was on the road.
You didn't stop.
No, I did not stop. Okay.
You kept trucking.
Well, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I'm driving, and I'm coming home from church, and I'm like, I pull out of the church parking lot, and I'm driving down the road right there on Church Pardon Settlement Road, and it's a little dark. There's some cars, kind of, going back and forth. And there's like a car probably like 30 yards in front of me. And I see this cat like run out into the street. Yeah. And then it goes to where the car like in front of me it stops right where the car is in front of me, darts back into the other lane. Mm-hmm. Another car's coming. So he darts back into our lane. Mm-hmm. And then he starts running right at me.
He was playing chicken with you.
Freaking...
Nobody calls me yellow.
Dude, man, this cat ran right at me. He is just booking at full speed, and he is just like he's just running, and he's running straight. I'm like, dude, what? I'm not swerving because it's like I'll go into a freaking ditch or something like this. I'm like, it's a cat. Never swerve. And so I'm like, I'm not going to swerve into oncoming traffic. I'm not going to swerve go into a ditch. For this stupid cat that is literally... No, I had a car right behind me.
Right.
And so I'm just like, oh well. And I just, right there, hit the cat. Right, like, he hits my, like... you can feel it where he hits too. Like, he hits the he hits the grill, okay? Yeah. Bam! He just rolls underneath the car, shoots out the end, and then he stands back up, runs off the road. No lie.
That's indestructible.
I was awesome. what in the world? So, but that cat played chicken with me, man. It was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
important part is you won. That's the
I
important
did
part.
win. Like, yeah, like I didn't fall down. I didn't roll underneath the cat. The cat rolled underneath me.
That's right.
But like, you should have seen its face. Like, I could see the cat's face. Like, he was like, it was the best. He's like, because my lights are on him.
Yeah.
And then he gets closer, and he's just like, there's a moment where he goes, "Oh crap!" Like, it's like
I made a wrong
like,
decision here.
Bam! Hit him so hard, and he just rolls under there and he runs off. And I don't know. I'm sure he died later, but
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where like you don't walk away from something like that, but he actually did. He did walk away from that. He actually ran away from that, which was really impressive.
And then died.
Yeah.
Almost.
And then pretty much a guarantee. So
one time, you remember I used to work at UPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I used to drive through the airport to get there.
Yeah.
Right? So sort of
back there.
Sort of on the outside, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Deer back there. I'm driving home from work one time. Down by the airport. And
you were tired because you worked the late shift too.
That's right. Driving home. Nothing sort of happening. I'm about to get to the 7-Eleven. You know where the 7-Eleven is? You know what I'm talking about? And out of nowhere, dude, near the Siemens, out of nowhere, this deer darts out right in front of me, and I clipped the side of him with my Jeep, dude. Like I got this big dent where I hit him in the head, and after I hit him in the head, his body went and gave me another dent in my fender, where he swung around. When I got back home, I was tired, man. I knew I hit the deer. I just didn't care. I went in and went to bed.
Yeah.
After I had woken up, Leia got home from work, and she's like, "Did you hit something with your car?" I was like, "What? What are you talking about? There's a bunch of fur on it." And I went outside and looked, and there was all this deer fur and blood on the car. I don't know if that deer made it, Justin.
You would be flying too, dude, down that road. You're probably doing 60, 65, probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably faster.
Nah, I didn't go much faster. Too many drunk guys walking around.
Too many drunk guys and too many tired UPS
guys.
UPS
guys are all sleeping as they're driving home. Dangerous. It wasn't long after that I started carpooling with Aaron. Good decision, because I was falling asleep a lot on the way home.
And that, my friend, is why we don't sleep and drive. It's just
that's right.
It's
sleeping
dangerous.
And drive, it's not good.
No, man. No, it's not a good habit to get into, and it's never beneficial to anybody.
Nope.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So
you don't try to hit animals with your car, though?
No, I don't try to hit animals, but
I try and hit squirrels.
You do?
Yeah, I don't like squirrels.
They're kind of hard to hit.
They are hard to hit, man. If you can hit a squirrel with your car on purpose,
they're really crafty. Like, they'll get they run out in front of you, and you're like, dude, I totally hit that guy. And then you see him run out to the side. You're like, how did I miss him? How did I miss that guy?
So fast. I hate them, though. I hate squirrels.
You hate squirrels? Why do you hate squirrels so much?
The squirrels tear up my yard. They dig these little holes, and they put stupid acorns in the holes, and then my acorns start growing trees and stuff. Do
you really care?
Yard. Nah, I just hate squirrels, and I need an excuse to shoot them. Squirrel season's open now. Me and Dave haven't gone yet, but we're gonna go here. Maybe this weekend. Gonna go.
You use a BB gun or a little 22?
22, yeah, 22.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the boys a 22 soon.
Shooting squirrels is fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, speaking of dead animals, Martin, since we're on the topic of dead animals.
Yeah, we're right there.
We are. Did you hear about this this mass murder of reindeer in Norway?
I did.
Dude. Faye told me right before we came on the podcast, and she read it to me.
Yeah. But
300 reindeer were found dead on Friday. Like, and their bodies, it looks like there was a war between like all the reindeer. Like, they were fighting against each other. And it's, like when you see one of those war movies at the aftermath, and there's like bodies everywhere and everything.
It does that's what it looks like. Shot where it draws back.
Yeah,
and you
draws
just
back.
See the horror bigger and bigger.
You just see bodies everywhere. That's literally what it looks like. It's like a mass graveyard of reindeer, and they're all just laying there. So apparently, they got struck by lightning, dude.
So what you really got to ask yourself is, did they start a rebellion against Santa and he decided to kill them all? Is that what happened? Does Santa have lightning power? Does he have force lightning? I mean, he's got some kind of juju going on so he can get around the world and, go super fast, make all these presents. In
order for him to get down some of those chimneys and everything, he's got to have something, because there's a fat guy getting down those chimneys. So, he's got to have a special lock-picking mechanism to get into my house, too, so I don't know how he's doing it.
Magic. But does his magic include force lightning to let him kill 300 reindeer in a Norwegian meadow?
He said, okay, it was one, they're saying it was one lightning strike took out all 300.
What were they, in a great big pile? What were they all doing? How close do you have to be to a lightning strike to get killed by it?
Dude, they were all huddled together. Okay?
So there's a storm and they're like hiding, right?
Yeah, so when there's a storm, I'm saying lightning does not strike a point, it strikes an area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still though.
So like it says, like it might have, like the bolt itself would have killed like one or two, but it'll go up one leg and stop at the heart and then go down the other leg back into the ground. And apparently it was so massive that yeah.
Wow. That'd kill all them reindeer, huh? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think aliens. I know you want to say lightning, but I've been watching the X-Files lately, and I'm going to say that that's almost definitely them gray aliens coming down here and killing all them guys. You always got to bring Footloose into it.
God, why not? It's a freaking great movie. It's like the best movie ever. You know, it's funny. Like that's one of my. Whenever people like call me and I can't talk, I always have like these messages that send back automatically.
Yeah.
And one of them is can't talk, too busy texting and driving.
That's nice. Can't talk, busy watching Footloose.
Yeah, I put can't talk. The second one is can't talk, too busy putting my mom in a nursing home. Very which nice. I send to my mom all the time, and she's like calls me. I'm like, can't talk, too busy putting my mom in a nursing home. She's like, what?
Oh no.
Oh my. And then the third one is can't talk, too busy watching Footloose. Not that crap from 2005.
Right,
but
right.
The Kevin original. Bacon. Yeah, the original. And it's funny because Matthew, my youth minister, he goes, because I sent the text message one to Jen. I said, sorry, I can't talk, too busy texting and driving. And which I wasn't because I don't do that.
Make sure you're politically correct here. I don't text and drive.
And I don't cross my fingers when I say that.
I don't play Pokemon Go as I'm driving to work every day.
It's the best.
With
that's
my
the best
kids
time.
In the car.
They play it when they're in the car. They're playing. It's totally safe, man. And that's where you find the best Pokemon too.